Good morning, Facebook. We're just on our way to the gym, but I just wanted to jump on quickly and give you all a little bit of a love and kick up the butt as I do. What is different, Elisa? What is different, right? I wanted to talk quickly about indecision and how it's going to hold you the frick back until you get on top of it, right? Hey, Sharon. Now, I operate this way in my business. Hey, Sharon, I operate this way in my business, right? Now, what do I mean by this? A long time ago in my business, 3, even 4 years ago, whenever I was taking on a client, and this is where I learned this lesson, whenever I was taking on a client or a client came to me and wanted to coach with me, right? Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I would spend weeks, if not like days, if not weeks, convincing them to work with me or to get on board. And it was like I was pushing a barrel up a hill, right? It felt so forced. And over time, I realized I was leaving a lot on the table operating my business that way. And not just in my business, but in life. Because this is where indecision screws us up, right? When we can't make decisions, when we are indecisive and we analyze and we procrastinate everything. Now, I'm not talking about the things that are a hell no to you. Things that don't feel right, things that don't feel aligned, obviously, don't do it. Don't jump into it. I'm talking about the times you get a nudge. I'm talking about the times you get a message, a clear message that there's something you want to do, something you need to do. And instead of trusting and listening to that message, you spend days, if not weeks, over analyzing it, being indecisive. And then you wonder why you're not moving forward, right? Because this is where we stuff ourselves up. Because instead of acting off intuition, instead of trusting our gut, we overanalyze everything. And I teach my clients this trait. I teach my clients to basically, when they know they want to do something, when they know it's a hell yes for them, to act straight away. It's discipline, right? It's something that we have to teach ourselves to do. I'm just going to walk back down the other side because I think we're going to get stuck at loud traffic. Anyway, I'll just keep talking and hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, when we can't act off trust and intuition and we constantly overanalyze the things that feel good, that's when you're going to hold yourself back. And this is how I learned to build a business. Whenever I have people come to me, when I have clients come to me now, I energetically attract the clients where it's an easy transaction. They message me, Elisa, I want to mentor with you. Great. We send them the link. The payment gets transferred. We start the mentoring straight away. It's like it flows, right? It flows. It's an easy transaction. There's no jumping back and forth. There's no convincing on my behalf. There's no analyzing on their behalf. They just know, right? They just know this is what I'm here for. This is what I need to do. And because they act without hesitation, they're the clients that get the results. And I have learned to lovingly let go of the clients where I feel it's a forced transaction. If it's an uphill battle, and I have to try and start convincing a client that they're doing the right thing, I am the one that detaches and lets go. Because I know I left a lot on the table trying to convince people that, you know, yes, this is what you need. Yes, this is going to help you. Yes, this is going to be good for you. That's not flow. That's force. And if you're going to live your life constantly in indecision and procrastinating and taking forever to make the decisions that feel good for you, you're going to leave a lot on the table. You are not going to create the success that you have the potential to create. You're not going to create the success that you deserve because you aren't acting straight away. And I do this for my own benefit, but I do this to teach my clients as well. This is literally a trait that I teach all of my clients to do. And the way I respond, if I can start to feel like it's being forced or I have to do too much convincing, I will say to them, hey, do you want this or not? Is this a hell yes or a hell no for you? Because the more you overanalyze, the more you're leaving on the table, the less you're going to move forward. And you're holding yourself back. And this very reason that you're being indecisive about this decision is the very reason you aren't moving forward in life. And it's the very thing you actually need to stop doing. And you're doing it again. You're self-sabotaging again. And this is how you self-sabotage in life. So yes, I do it to benefit me by letting go, energetically letting go, and not wasting a second of my time having to convince someone. And I'm just using an example in my business, guys, but I'm talking about life. Even if you don't have a business, this is something you need to start learning to apply. Stop being so indecisive. If something feels right to you, stop being so indecisive. I give myself a challenge every time. Every time I know I need to do something, every time something feels in alignment to me and I know I need to do it, even if I'm feeling fear, I give myself a time limit. I'm like, right, Elisa, so you know this is what you need to do. You've had the pull, you've had the nudge from the universe. You know this feels right, even though you have fear. So how quickly are you going to act upon it? Or are you going to sit back in procrastination? Are you going to sit back and overanalyze the whole thing to the point that you don't do it, and then you're no further off where you were before and you've self-sabotaged once again? So it's a practice. It is actually a daily spiritual energetic practice. I don't do it because I'm being a bitch to people. I do it because I'm teaching them a lesson in a loving way, and I'm doing it because I want my business to flow. And not just that, I want everyone that works with me to get results. So I know if it's an easy transaction every time, and that's how it starts, I know that's how it's going to finish. Meaning I know that for every client where it's a smooth, easy, hell yes transaction, and we don't have to transfer more than 1-2 messages across. I have clients where this is literally how the transaction goes. They message me, Elisa, I want you to be my coach. I want you to be my mentor. I want to start mentoring with you. Awesome. Let's go. Here's the link. Perfect. Put it through. Then we book in a session within a few days and we get the ball rolling. They are the clients that end up coming out the other side massively shifted, massively transformed. Why? Because even though they felt fear, they acted straight away. I don't have time to be indecisive in my life, in my business. None of us have time to procrastinate when it comes to things that are right for you. Obviously, I'm saying if it's not right for you, if it's not in alignment for you, then obviously don't do it. I'm talking about the things that you know are aligned to you. But indecision and procrastination is holding you the hell back. And that's what's messing you up in all areas of your life. Stop being so indecisive. Practice this transaction, right? Practice being this way. When you know, I'm just going to sit down and finish this off. When you know that you need to do something, ask yourself, how quickly am I going to do this? How long am I going to sit in procrastination, indecision for? When I know I want to do something and I get the sign and it's presented to me, I'm like, right, let's go, let's do this. And because I operate like that in my life and in my business, that is honestly how I've created the results I have today. Because I don't sit and procrastinate if it's something that I know feels right to me. And like I said, it's not just about if you're running a business. I'm talking about, this is the life lesson 101. If things feel forced, if you're having to force something, if it feels like an uphill battle, which is something I was doing for a long time in my business, a few years ago without realizing how detrimental it was for me, how draining it was for me and my energy, how much it was not serving the client on the other end. Because I know from lessons, the clients where it's been a struggle from the beginning, they are normally the clients that don't do the work, that don't show up, that don't do the internal work, and they don't get the results that they want to get. It starts from the beginning, guys. It starts from the beginning. Start trusting yourself more when it comes to the things that feel right. Stop being so indecisive, because it is stuffing you up. It really is. And a lot of the time, when you think about it, and you're saying, right, this feels right for me, and then you go, well, but I've got to think about it, or I've got to think about this, or I've got to think about that, I've got to think about that. Really, what are you thinking about? If it feels right, there's nothing else to think about. What's stopping you is the fear. It's the fear, it's the story that you're trying to, that's getting in the way pretty much between you and success. Alright, so I wanted to send this to you guys today, do this video for you all, because I think a lot of you need to hear it, right? Whether you're coaching with me, whether you go to coach with someone else, whether you're making any decision in your life, when it feels right, stop spending days and hours and weeks being so indecisive. Yes, Sharon, exactly, that is what our convo was like. Sharon signed up to my 8-day manifestation course, messaged me, this is what I need, right, sent the link over, in there, already done, I think day 1 or 2 videos, right? That's how life should feel in general. That is flow. That is what it should feel like. That energy, that's what's going to get you results. Not living in procrastination and indecision. It's old energy. It's not going to get you anywhere. There is no need for it. You are only holding yourself back, and the indecision is just putting off the inevitable. You're just trying to keep yourself safe for no reason, right? Up to day 2, and I had fear, but I knew I needed to do this. Right, exactly, Sharon, and that's my point. Making decisions that are aligned to you doesn't mean you're never going to feel fear. You're going to feel the fear sometimes, absolutely. But it doesn't mean it's not right for you. It doesn't mean you should spend days or hours or weeks procrastinating over it. You are wasting precious energy. You are wasting time. You are wasting time that you could be using to grow, to learn, to evolve, to actually have what you want to have and create. So think about that. All right, guys, the next time you get presented an opportunity, the next time you feel a nudge or a pull to do something and it feels right, but yet you're spending hours or days or months or years in some cases thinking about it, overanalyzing everything, you're leaving a lot on the table, and it's time to stop. Have more trust and faith in yourself. Give yourself a time frame. How quickly are you going to act when you know something is right? Okay? Sending you guys love. I'm off to train. Then I've got clients. I've actually got a busy day of clients today. I will chat to you all soon. Bye.